Hi everyone, welcome to Surya Dev. I'm super excited to start a new course that is 0 to 1 Actionable Backend Course. So this course goal is to help like freshers or any experienced front-end developer who want to write their Node.js backend. So this course will help to write Node.js backend development confidently. So this is just 20 to 30 days with 15 minutes of daily videos. In that you'll not overwhelm with long format of video with lot of jargon. In this course, you'll understand the fundamental of Node.js and start building the real APIs. In this course, you'll gain confidence to turn your ideas into any product or services you want. So by this course also, you'll build a strong fundamental to learn the advanced concept of Node.js. So this is the goal of this course. By the end of this course, you will not just watch the course, you will definitely build the API by using Node.js. So this is the goal of this course. If we talk about the objective of the course, by completing this course, we'll understand the fundamental of Node.js. And here you will be using the Express.js library. And you will use the concept of Express.js library like routing, middleware, error handling, and all. And you will build the REST APIs. You will build some prod backend system. You will use some of the database like NoSQL, SQL. In NoSQL, you have MongoDB, and in SQL, you have PostgreSQL. You will be using Zod library for data validation. And finally, you'll structure your backend like production grade. Like professionally, you'll structure a backend project professionally. So this is the course objective. And if you talk about the syllabus, here we'll first go to the learn about the introduction of Node.js, how it helps to write the backend, how it helps to write APIs. After that, we will use some common package like Express, Course, and why it is needed to use, what problem it solves, how it gives the simplicity to use this package like Express or Core. After that, you'll build a fast API to send a response as hello world. So, so by using this simple common package, you can write your fast API. After that, you'll learn about the REST API and their method and their real use cases. Like what are the post method, what is get method, and where it is used. What is put method, patch method, and what are the difference between put and patch. There are delete method. So that all method you will learn about learn. So after that, by this, after learning this, you can build a CRUD application like backend CRUD application without any database. It will be in memory a CRUD API. So this is the first project we can make. After that, we'll learn about the database, like what is database, what are the database type are available, like NoSQL, what is the difference between NoSQL and SQL. So we'll go through the introduction of database. After that, we'll learn about a database called MongoDB, that is a NoSQL database, and their terminologies. So here, what we'll learn about, like in SQL database, it is of table. Like we have table with rows and column, but in MongoDB, this is a schemaless, and there is no terminology of table, row, column. There is some terminology like collection, document, and data. So, so as it is a schemaless, so for like adding a layer to this, we'll use a Mongoose library. So this is a ODM library that gives a layer in between our Node.js to the MongoDB database. So which help to make our schema as the MongoDB is a schemaless. So which means that anyone can throw any type of JSON to the database. So we have to restrict that one. We have to design the schema. We have to validate. We have to add restriction to the schema. So for that, we have to use this Mongoose library. So after that, we'll design our we'll learn about the schema design, like what are the data type available in the Mongoose, how it is used, how to design the schema, how to refer, how to join, how to link to some collection to another collection. So we'll learn about the schema design. After that, we'll integrate our MongoDB in our Node.js. Like here, we can after learning the schema design, we can integrate the MongoDB to our Node.js. So after that, we'll learn about some of the prod operation, like how to insert some data to the MongoDB collection, how to find all the documents from the MongoDB collection, how to update some of the existing MongoDB collection, how to delete some of the document from the collection. So that operation will perform. After that, we'll learn about indexing, how it is used, how why indexing is required, how to use this. So we'll learn about the MongoDB indexing. After that, we'll learn about a powerful concept that is MongoDB aggregation. This MongoDB aggregation help to to like to modify the response, to query the MongoDB database, to group the any response, to to join some to join some of the collection and give some response. So this is a powerful feature of MongoDB. Uh, MongoDB aggregation we have, like there are lot of aggregation, like we have $mesh, $project, $group, $lookup, etc. After that, we'll learn about the basics of MongoDB source. After that, we'll learn about the job library. It is a library that gives the power to uh, validate the input from like during the development phase. So in this library, uh, we can validate the request body. So after that, we'll learn about the introduction of the Zod and how to integrate in our backend. And after that, we'll learn about the error handling middleware, and we'll make a centralized error handling middleware. This after learning all these things and all this integration, then we'll go for a real world project, that is a attendance management system. So here we'll be using like Node.js, Express.js, MongoDB as a database, and for data validation we'll use Zod library. So we'll build this second project. Like here we'll be using the MongoDB as a database. So initially we'll have an in-memory database, but here we'll use the MongoDB database. So after building this project, after that we'll go for learning the SQL databases. So here there are database like MySQL, PostgreSQL, and so we'll learn about the introduction to SQL. Then we'll learn about another ORM concept, like what are ORM. There is a ORM called Prisma ORM. So this is also another layer, or in between the in between a bridge between like our Node.js backend to the database like PostgreSQL. So this will give some superpower to query the data, update the data, then join the to table and give some response like that. This Prisma ORM gives the power. So after learning this SQL and Prisma ORM, we can able to convert this NoSQL database with SQL database. So after that, we can build the same attendance management system API with SQL and Prisma ORM. So by this, we can learn both the database and their integration and the Node.js fundamental concept very clearly. So after this, we can like do some learning. We'll learn about the logging and rate limiting. After that, we can deploy the backend on either in AWS or GCP. So these are all the syllabus for this course. So the prerequisite for this course is you have to know the JavaScript concept, basic JavaScript concept, and TypeScript also. You have to have the understanding of async JavaScript like promises, async await, and their uses, and you have to have a learning mindset. And in hardware part, you have to have a laptop with VS Code installed and Node.js version 20 and above. So what I expect from you that you have to give your 15 minute daily for the next 20 to 30 days, and you have to practice for 30 minutes. Like suppose we make some API, like this. We're making a get API that sends a response hello world to as a response. So as if like even though you know this code very clearly, you have to write 2 to 3 times to build your muscle memory. So what it will do, like it will make your muscle memory, and you will learn line by line. So that is a request from my side that you have to give 30 to 30 minutes to practice the coding. And another request is not to use any AI tool in the initial phase. So this will help to make some error and find the solution for the error without using AI. So it will become a muscle memory that whenever any error will come, you'll quickly find that hey, this is the solution, and this I have already faced, and this way I have solved. So if you use any AI tool in the initial phase, it will be very difficult every time if you face that same error. So for the initial phase, I'm expecting to not use any AI tool. So after building your muscle memory, after you understand the code what you have written, you can use AI tool. For the initial phase, I'm expecting to not use any AI tool. So this is my this is all about. So and in upcoming course, you'll have a 1 to 100 advanced JavaScript with Node.js with very advanced concept. So this is 0 to 1 actionable Node.js backend. And after completion of this course, we'll have 1 to 100 advanced backend course with Node.js. So that is all about this course. Thank you for listening. So see you in the next one. Thank you.